What's up guys, Slim Reptiles here. I wanted to bring you another video, a real quick video on the Freedom Breeder thermostats. I forget the exact name, there's probably numbers and names, like letters and stuff attached to it. These are the ones that do 2 racks or 2 heat pads each thermostat, so technically I'm controlling 4 separate racks with just 2 of them. I just wanted to give a quick review and a quick overview how to use it. Not necessarily how much to use it, because Freedom Breeding themselves have an actual detailed video how to program and everything. But essentially you hold down the set button, shit will start blinking. You hit these buttons over here. I'm not going to actually mess with it, but you use these to go up and down the degrees. They go up and down by 0.1. So you can literally, I guess I can show you real quick. You can literally dial it down to exactly where you want it. And then you can hit next or set again, and it brings it to nighttime. So you can change different temperatures. If you drop your temperatures during night, personally I don't, but if you do, it's an option. You can set the difference. So when let's say you have it set to 90, the heat tape's at 90, it will turn off, and then this difference is when it will turn back on. So pretty much 1.5 degrees cooler than what I have it set to, it will turn back on and get to the right temperature, and then turn off, and eventually it'll get slower or lower down, and it'll turn back on. So that way it's not like a constant heat going through it. The alarm you can set, so like right now I have it set for 5 degrees, so if I have it set for 90 and temperatures reach 85, 84, this thing will start beeping a bunch. That way I know something's either getting too hot or too cold, which is really convenient. The other side is the same thing, but for the other thing you have plugged into it. Then you could set obviously the time, what time like you have the daytime temperatures from, and then what time they turn off and switch over to nighttime. Then you switch, you put what time it actually is. That way it knows, to do everything you just set and make sure that time is right. And that's literally it. It's real easy to use. As far as the review go, this is also going to be real short and sweet. I have 0 complaints with them. They were a little bit, I guess, on the pricier side than most, but they also control 2 separate heat sources, which also comes with 2 separate probes, the 2 everything, 2 slots to place the wire. You can see there's a probe here and the plug for the heat tape. There's also a probe and a wire for the other side for the heat tape. Alright, well, you can kind of hear the beeping. This is the beeping. I don't know why that got all messed up like that, but it said it was reading 70 degrees, so it started beeping to let me know, like, yo, the heat tape's not getting hot enough. I guess I hit something, the probe back there when I was doing it, probably messed it all up. But anywho, I never had any problems. The alarm feature is awesome. It's definitely a big peace of mind that I know that if something's going wrong, I will hear it. It keeps the temperatures as you program to. Like I said, I have a 1.5 difference. So as soon as it gets to 1.5 degrees cooler, or turn back on, get the temperature, no problem. Never have any issues with it. I guess, hold on, let me see. When it's beeping and you're there, you could, I don't know why I said that. Alright, let me fix this thing real quick. I hit something by accident. Alright, I think I fixed it. Pretty sure I just knocked the thing loose and the probe loose. So anywho, so I'm glad actually that kind of happened, because you can see that the alarm works. It went up to 70 degrees, down to 70 degrees. It made the alarm. Then it went back up to like 100 something degrees because the probe got off the heat tape, and it went off again. So you can see that it works. The displays are real crystal clear, easy to see during the day or night. They have little feet on them, as you can kind of see there. I don't want to break it again or take anything off again, but they pretty much essentially slide. There's indents on the top of them as well, you can see, at the little feet stick into. So it keeps them nice and secure up there when you have them stacked up like that, if you have multiple racks that you need to. One thing I did want to mention is these are the double thermostat, meaning they do 2. Not all Freedom Breeder thermostats do 2 separate racks in one thermostat, so keep that in mind. I don't want you guys to think like you need one for 2 and you only buy one and it's a normal one and you get screwed over. So keep that in mind. Why is my flash on? There we go. So yeah, guys, it was a real quick review. This video was a mess so far, but I think you guys get the point. I would 100% recommend getting these. I'll probably write little comments on the video when I look up the exact name of them and how much they cost. But on that, you can't go wrong if you're looking at thermostats, especially if you need one that controls two separate heat sources. Highly recommend the Freedom Breeder ones. I've had with the Vivarium electronic ones. I've had ZoomEd ones. They're not even close to comparing to the Freedom Breeder ones. So thanks for checking out the video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.